GTM Podcast 38 Blessing of Life Blessing 7 Acquire Proper Knowledge Part 3. Hello everyone. You are listening to GTM Podcast. We have come reaching to the middle part of Blessing 7, the nature of the student. Sense of responsibility for own human dignity. In order for a student to protect their own sense of human dignity, they must refrain from the four defilements of action. 1. Taking the lives of being cruel to people or animals. 2. Stealing. 3. Committing adultery or have sexual intercourse outside marriage. 4. Telling lies. Also concerning a person's responsibility to their own sense of human dignity, a person should avoid sentimentality about learning. Those who are not strong-minded in their pursuit of learning will not manage to succeed in becoming learned. Avoid obsession with appearance. If you want to try to be a learned person in the future, you should model yourself on the stereotype of academics or monastics who emphasize only two things about their dress: modesty and cleanliness. Avoid childishness. Those who play around, never take responsibility for anything, and never taking anything seriously, will never succeed in becoming learned. Sense of responsibility for others' human dignity. Bias gives us a negative attitude which may reduce our chance of success in study. If we are able to overcome these items of unfairness in the mind from the outset, then the mind will be a much more fertile, receptacle for knowledge. 1. Learning based on desire. Desire doesn't need to be so strong that you are a Casanova. Such a person would have no chance of being a good student anyway. However, to a lesser degree, even someone who is excessively fussy about what they do and what they wear would be unlikely to succeed in their studies. Those who study simply because they would like to become famous will find it hard to succeed in study. If you see possessions as an end in themselves, then we will have no incentive to study. 2. Learning based on hatred. If you want to study successfully, then you mustn't become someone who loses their tempers easily. You must be able to accept criticism without being scared of appearing foolish. Some people are angry only for an instant, and then they recover quickly. Others are angry and it takes them a long time to get over it. They find it hard to forgive, even later on. Although they can remember why they were angry with someone, they still feel angry with that person. They forget their respect for others. They think that they are superior to everyone else. Thus, they can never learn anything from anyone else. By meditating, such people can train themselves to be less impatient. If they also keep a baseline of morality, such as avoiding killing animals and insulting them, they will find it much easier to acquire wisdom. 3. Learning based on ignorance. If you are still acting on your own ignorance, instead of giving things careful consideration before you do them, then you will find it hard to acquire new knowledge. If your own ways of looking at the world are faulty, then you need to let go of them before you can expect to acquire new ones. 4. Learning based on fear. Some people lack confidence in themselves and their own knowledge. They are always afraid of criticisms of others. If you are afraid of taking decisions yourself, then you will be destined to always be led by other people instead of standing on your own feet. You will have no creative or original thinking of your own. If even you don't trust your own knowledge, then how can you expect to make everyone else confident? Sense of responsibility for economic fairness. In order for a student to protect society's sense of human dignity, they must refrain from 6 roads to ruin. They are: 1. Drinking alcohol. 2. Roaming the street at unseemly hours. 3. Frequenting shows. 4. Gambling. 5. Association with bad company. 6. Laziness to work for a living. Furthermore, a person who is obsessed with personal financial gain will find it hard to make progress in their studies. A person should not worship money. Those who see that material rewards are more valuable than wisdom will never go very far in acquiring wisdom. They don't overlook the importance of wealth, but on the way that it is best to apply one's wealth. That will be subject of blessing 15. So now you can see these are the qualities which would allow to progress in the spiritual and find happiness in life. Furthermore, they can also become successful with their life as well. We will continue again in the next episode, the learning process. Please stay tuned. If you like the program, don't forget to subscribe, like and share to continue supporting us.